Hello and welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you guys these two journals that I will have in my Etsy shop, and I kind of wanted to show you guys the difference so you guys can see they're pretty similar, but they are just a little bit different. So this one is going to be the one with the tie, and let's do this one first since this one isn't tied up. So they both have the little cross on the side with some lace on the edge there. Okay, so you can see the charms on the side with the cross. They're basically the same, and they both have these little vintage beads on there. So there's this one. So I'll show you. This one has actually 3 beads, and then this other one has 2. Okay, so this one is just a little bit smaller. You can see that. Okay, so let's start with this one. It has a little title that says Hiding the Word in My Heart. And this is actually coffee dyed paper. And inside you open it up and you have the lace on the side. There's a button with some fabric sewed on there. And then you open it up and we have a pocket here. I'm going to pull this out. So I included these little printables. They're just really nice to glue down in a journal. So I have these. I also have these in my Etsy shop for anybody interested. And then I made this little tiny little journal to go in here. And so these are all coffee dyed paper. I use a little bit of washi tape on the side. And so this is a little bit grungier than what I usually go for, but it's a nice look. And so that one. And then I also included a little Psalms in there. So this is from just an old Bible that's kind of coming apart. So I'm actually, I really enjoy using the little verses, the little sheets. I like to either attach them to a page or staple them on there. So I included that in here. And so you can see the pocket. And so this, there's a little flap. It's almost like a title page. And it's got a little bit of lace on the edge there. I just kind of sewed it on there. And then I have this little tag. These tags are also in my shop. Okay, and again, this is printed on coffee dyed paper. And you'll notice I actually inked the edges. And here, I pull that out. And I just have a little note, take note. So I added this little take note sheet. So this is kind of nice to just use for notes. You can write some quotes or Bible verses and then just put it with, then just clip it in to your journal. And so there's a little tag that says He's the Rock. And so then this opens up and this opens up all the way, and it kind of has the space here for, you can do some hidden journaling in here. And then again, one of those pages from the Bible. I've got another psalm and then some more tags or labels, I should say. And so then I use these printables. This is favorite verse. Okay, so this journal actually is black and white inside. So it has some elements where you have like the cream paper and the coffee dyed paper, but it also has white paper. So that's the difference between this one and this one. This other one is the one with the coffee dyed paper. This one is actually, it has bits and pieces. So it's kind of got a mix. You know, like this is coffee dyed. And I got a little collage there. So let me just flip through it. I left a lot of space for basically just for journaling in here. You'll see these are like a little bit grungy. It's just kind of a nice look. Okay. And so I put that there. I kind of like this because it helps you kind of like, I remember when we were in school, they used to always tell you to, when you look at a text or when you're studying something, always ask those questions. So I just put those there for a reminder for basically when you're studying, you can ask those questions about the verse, like who is the book maybe written to, what is it about, when it was written, where and why. So that's kind of a really good tip to have in a Bible study journal. And so here's another one, and you'll see that's a little bit, again, it's a little bit grungy. It's another take note. And then, okay, so let's count how many pages. I didn't get a chance to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So basically you have 20 sides for Bible study. Okay. Okay, so here we have a belly band, and I have this little note paper, and it says prayer requests. And then there's this little piece of paper that you can just journal on, or you can write your answered prayer requests in that one. And then there's this little tag that I just clipped on here. And then this is like a little flap here, and this is like a little tuck spot. Let me see it. And again, you can see it's a little bit grungy. I did a little bit of a very light stamping on there just to add some dimension. And I stapled that little, it's like a little flag with a swan. I thought that was so pretty. Okay, and then I have this little, it's like a little note card. This is coffee dyed. So I liked matching, mixing and matching, and see like the white, the coffee dyed paper. It's just, I wanted to try that out, and I did some mixing where I had some white paper and some just coffee dyed. And then there's this coffee dyed note paper. So yeah, I thought that would be kind of nice to do. And you can see like this is coffee dyed and this is white, just white paper for the label. So I thought that would be cool to try out. And then we have another little note tag here. And then all these little labels. Let's see. Okay, and then, okay, and here I have a tag with the wax seal. And there's a pocket that holds all these. Okay, so we have this paper. It's also coffee dyed. And I have this other note paper. Here we go. And I have this in there, and then another Bible page. And then we have the last page. And here we have some vintage fabric that I hand stitched on there. And then there's a tag with the Psalms written on it. And this is, okay, so this is one journal. And I'm going to show you guys this other one now. Okay, so this one has the tie, and it's just a nice little strip of cotton. And so if it gets bulky, it's nice to just hold it shut with this. And I actually love all the fraying, so you can see. Anyway, so there's that. And let's see. Okay, so it's got some lace on the back. Okay, so you open it up and it's got this little strip of cotton. This had been coffee dyed also. And again, this is coffee dyed paper. And so it's got that vintage look. And you can see the stitching. I kind of left it. Sometimes I cover it up and sometimes I like it, so I leave the stitching on there. If it bothers you, you could always cover it up with a little bit of washi tape, but I feel like it just adds to the look, the handmade look. Okay, so we have some paper. This is like perfect for notes, verses, or quotes. And here's, okay, let's see if this will focus. Okay, so this is a coffee stained index card, and I just sewed some paper on here, like a ruffle of paper. And again, I left the stitching because I like the way it looks, and I actually glued some, I glued a doily, part of a doily on there just for some more texture. And now you can, write verses on there. You can write notes or verses on here. So I thought that would work really well in there. And I have some Psalms on here, some pages from Psalms. And I have this little envelope, and inside we have some of these little labels. So these are really cute to just add in the journal. And so this is like a little card for study notes or little tips. So these I'm just putting in here, but you can obviously move them around. You can just attach them to your pages in here. Okay, so let's start here. Okay, so this is the title page and has this little detail here. That's some vintage lace I used, and I just stitched it on there. And then I have a little envelope right there, and it holds some more of these little labels, and these are more grungy. They're just like coffee dyed, and I thought those looked pretty cool. And so they go in here, and what I like to do is just glue them down throughout the journal. You know, it depends what I'm journaling about. Okay, and then there's this little tab here. It's perfect for some journaling or just for a verse. And so this can lift up. It's almost like a tuck spot. And again, this is for, I'll left a lot of space for journaling. Okay. This opens up. So again, this is coffee dyed paper. And this actually can come out. It's attached with just this tiny little paper clip. And I attached a little feather. I just think they're so pretty and dreamy, so I kind of added that on there. So there's lots of room for journaling and notes. Okay, so this is the second journal. So I'm going to post these online, and you'll just notice there's a difference. One has the tie and one has it has the title. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit like, and if you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button.